Welcome back to Twisted Tea Reloaded. I am Ree.
And Sadie's.
Guess what we got? That's a special guest.
Special guest.
She back at it again.
Right.
She been in our second season.
Right.
Teresa.
Hey.
So it's a real TT3, right?
Right.
TT3. Oh, we got like reloaded. Gonna have merch pretty soon. Merch.
Yeah.
Are you gonna ride merch?
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna merch?
That TT3 shirt.
Yes. Girl, yes. Listen. It's gonna be a hell of a show. A hell of a show. Yes, Tyler gonna be midlife crisis of a woman.
Yes, midlife crisis of a woman. So if you need to go, get your drink, get your
Girl,
whatever.
get your tea, cause honey, it is hot.
Right.
Like espresso hot. It's like so hot, like the devil's ass crack.
Right.
Cause it's gonna be good, girl. Listen. Honey, I had to talk to him first because I didn't want to be shocked like you did like last time. But listen, we miss you.
Yes.
Did you enjoy the first season?
Yes.
The first time talking to us?
Yes, absolutely.
It was fun.
It was fun?
Yes.
Did
it
you
was
enjoy
fun.
yourself?
Yep.
Would you change anything you have said when you first came on the show?
Yeah, did you want to change anything? Or
No, I was completely honest.
Okay.
And
okay.
Yeah.
You was okay with the way the questions we asked.
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't want us to.
I'm open. No, I'm open. Ask me anything.
Okay.
I'm an open book. So.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Okay, so you between the ages of midlife crisis for a woman is between 40 and 60.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not there yet. We next year.
I know.
Right.
But you will be. You will be.
We
So
we 38 now.
I'm preparing you all for your future.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay. You know, before we start the women thing, we know that when men have their midnight crisis, they dye their hair. They pop the pills.
Right.
What
they
do?
want a younger woman.
New car.
I think they reverse back
to try to be young.
until when they were younger.
Yeah. I was recently talking to a guy. He said, when in your teenage years, you fuck.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
In 20 years, you still fuck. 30, you get a fuck. 40, you get a fuck. And then 50, you get a, okay, we fuck this day.
Yeah.
60 we get anniversaries and maybe birthdays. And then 70s, we go reverse back to Viagra, and I want a young fuck, and I want to be a sugar daddy situation. That's why, this is what one of my homeboys say. They said 60 to 70, they want to hit that, let me get to pop that pill.
Yeah.
Around 60, 70?
Yeah, my daddy, he's 60-something, he like to fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, but I will say
maybe he's on the pill. Maybe
he's not.
No,
he's not. You know how I know that? Because his girlfriend told me that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I feel like I want to whoop her ass, but that just need no other questions.
Okay.
All right.
But anyways, come on, Teresa, tell us about this midlife thing because you're experiencing. So let me know why you. So
let me ask you this question first, okay? What was the difference between when you was in your 30s versus when you were in your 40s? What's the biggest difference?
Well, I think in my 30s, I was super busy with, raising kids, raising the family, and focusing on that so much, and now that the kids are older, I'm wanting to focus more on myself.
Okay.
And so, I'm noticing things about myself that are covered up when you're in your 30s.
Okay.
So
in your 30s, you're so busy.
Yeah.
You're so busy with the kids and raising kids and trying to buy a house, get financially stable, get all this.
So here's a question
stuff.
I'm asking you with that, a plug of her question. Are you redating yourself? Because even though you're married, you still redating yourself, trying to figure out what you like more back to your old self?
I want to get back in tune with myself, like falling in love with myself, discovering myself, what I like, what I don't like, because in your 30s you put that on the back burner, like, because it's all about everybody else. Like, what does he want? What does your kids want? What is the you're pulled in so many different directions. But now that I'm in my 40s, it's kind of like, whoa, like, what do I want? What do I like? What's there for me?
Okay. So do you find like now that you're dating yourself, do you find like your husband trying to figure out what the fuck you doing? Or
yes,
does he like,
I've actually
let him join you.
I've opened his eyes, I think, to things that I guess maybe he didn't realize before. Like different stuff that I'm feeling that I'm coming in tune with, that to me is like not acceptable. Like before in our 30s, like just his different behaviors or how he treats me or whatever in the relationship, and I'm like, I don't want that now. Like, that's not, I want to be loved like this.
Right.
So can you bring that to the table?
Back on the table.
Yeah. Don't, like, in your 30s, he was just, we're just existing. We're just existing. Yeah. And now it's like,
what's the difference between, so, I'm sorry. So what do you mean when you say existing? Existing meaning he's there and you're not there.
Yeah, we're just there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because we're so busy with life and everything else. Yeah. But now it's kind of like, now that the kids are getting older, things are slowing down. Okay. Now it's like time to like refocus. That's why they say like in your 40s, 40s is the best time. It's supposed to be the best time of your life because it's like where you're refocusing on yourself. Now I'm finding things out about myself. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I like that. Like that interests me. Okay. But he's not interested in that. So, it's Okay.
And I found out when you're in your 40s, I heard that when you're in 40, it's supposed to be like the, like the thing is like the sky high.
Like mind opening.
You got an aha moment. You know what I mean? Like you have an aha moment.
Okay.
And like in your 40s, like, your kids, it's almost like you have an empty nest because your kids are like in high school and they going towards college.
Yeah.
And the woman wants to reintroduce herself with their husband so they won't be bored when their kids leave. They can just start over again like they, high school, like the kids again, like they just just met. That's why I found out. I'm not 40 yet. I'm still 30. I'm 25. I'm 25. So, but I found like, when people in their 40s, I have friends that's in their 40s and 50s. They had that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find myself, and they go and start losing weight. They start doing their thing.
Right.
Like I have my cousin. She looks amazing. She about to be 50, and she looks fucking amazing.
No.
So, but she lost so much weight that she looks young, but she has that. But moment of her midlife crisis. You didn't know she had midlife crisis because she was just losing weight,
right?
Doing her thing, but she still was doing her thing,
mm-hmm.
like traveling because her kids are now again because her youngest is in middle school, so now she's going back to.
Now she can really
do what she knows she was going to do. Right,
you kind of like find yourself again. Like it's like with motherhood and with being a wife and being in a partnership, whatever. It's like you lose yourself, and so. When you start to turn that corner, it's like, oh, okay, now I can focus on me. Now it's like, okay, well, what do I like? Like, what
do you find it hard when you first started this journey? Was it hard for you to find yourself? Because sometimes you just start, it's hard to just go,
because I'm a very nurturer. That's in my nature. I love to take care of people.
So that's a love language.
That's my love language. I love to take care of everybody around me, but I don't really take care of myself. So I had this aha moment, like you said, and I was like, you know what, this year is going to be about me. I'm going to say no to the kids, and I'm going to put boundaries up and be like, you guys are okay. You're good. I need to take care of me.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
Okay. No, I'm at the stage where I have a 9 month, 10. Now she's 10 months.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have this ear thing when I hear her crying. I be hearing that thing.
Yep.
It's that set button on. So
Uh-huh.
What the fuck I was thinking anyway? I have another kid anyway. But
I told you don't have another kid.
Listen.
But it happened.
It happened. But I got cussed out. Ever since I got pregnant with this one, she cussed me out. My auntie cussed me out. Somehow I messed up the whole shenanigans of the business, right?
Exactly, because we were supposed to have a good summer.
Yeah, but he fucked it up though. Cause I lost a lot of weight though. You gotta give me that. And I was doing my hair a lot, and I was getting.
But that's what dudes do. Yeah. When you lose a lot of weight, you start looking good or whatever. What they gonna do? Have sex, get you pregnant, so you don't go out. Okay. That's how that works.
Yeah, right. That's the struggle of life.
Yeah.
So let's go back. It's not about me. It is not about me.
It's not about that.
Okay, so
back to Teresa.
Teresa, look at she doing to you. So when you say midlife crisis, does that include menopause? Are you in menopause or that's not?
Perimenopause. Well, they say it's like the start of perimenopause, quote unquote. But I can notice differences about myself. Just different, my body reacts to different things.
Okay. So you used to get pissed off and new shit.
Yes.
Same shit, new shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I know a lot of people like they want to say, well, we're not menopauses because some people don't get menopause. People still get pregnant at 50s, 60s. You know.
Right.
Right. So
I hope I'm not one of the. Well, my tubes are tight, so I should be okay.
I'm ready. I should just go ahead and just went to the doctor and get my shit away. No, because I was afraid about some things, but because I have high blood pressure and they're gonna put you to sleep. That's one of the dangers of not waking up because you have high blood pressure. That's what. That's the reason why I really didn't do it, because I just had a baby. Then if I wake up, then who's gonna take care of my baby?
Yep.
So that was one of the high risks of me going to sleep. Like every time I go to sleep, that was one of my high risks of going to sleep.
Yeah,
is I'm gonna wake up.
Right.
Right. That was always the back end of my mind.
Oh yeah.
That's what most doctors.
Yeah, and that's
most doctors says. Yeah, most people, but people that got high blood pressure, it's more risk for them than people that doesn't have high blood pressure. That's what I was told.
Right.
So I have more risk than anything. So it's a good thing to tie my tools, and it's a bad thing. So it's like a catch-22. I do, damn I don't.
Right.
When it comes to.
But you'll know when it's time to
Oh, I'm not having no motherfucking kids. Ain't no way to try to suck it. It's closed. It is closed. That's
how I was after my second one. I'm like, I'm good.
Okay. How old is your second one?
My second one's 11.
11?
She'll be 12, yeah.
Okay. Since you so you had her like at 30?
37.
37?
Or 36. Something like that, yeah.
Damn. Yeah. So let me tell you, my baby gonna be this much old, and I'll be my 40, 49. I'll be my damn 50. Oh, Lord Jesus. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. It was God's plan.
Yeah.
But she's a sweetheart. My baby's a baby. Yes. She's adorable.
Yeah, she is.
She's a hell of a personality.
Yeah.
She's a kick of coffee.
Yeah.
Right.
She's just what you needed.
Yeah, so you named this title, so why are we really here? Let's get to the nitty-gritty of the TT, okay?
Yeah, right?
Because people like, on the edge.
They keep talking about
it. What the fuck are they talking about? Because I know people like, I'm at the edge.
We're so random.
Just don't get random. Let's get into the TT, okay? Girl,
okay.
Tell us about the T.
So I was talking to Sadie's about this the other day at work, and how I've come across, I've had these 2 interactions with women lately, and it kind of sparked something in me. And it was like, like when you look at someone who, like a man,
they give you the eye.
And they give you the eye.
Okay.
Right.
So I've been going down this rabbit hole on TikTok, which I probably shouldn't, but this rabbit hole of women leaving their husbands and being with women.
Like Nicki Nash.
Yes. Like Niecy Nash.
Yes. Okay. Because she had that crisis and boom. She got married to the
But
little
this happens a lot. Like if you go down the rabbit hole and look at women loving women, it's a lot of women have been married to men and just years in, and then they're like, you know what, they have an experience with a woman, and then it's like, okay, their worlds opened up, and it's totally it's different. Now I will tell you, when I was younger, way younger, I think I was like 15, 16, I had met this person who presented as a guy.
Okay.
So I don't know if these feelings have been like buried deep down.
She was stud.
She was a she, but she told me that she was a he. So I always thought it was a guy.
Okay.
And I was so young. I was only like 14, 15. I was never with a man then, or with a guy. Okay. So how would I have known? You dress like a dude, like everything, unless
Tomboyish.
We had, unless we were intimate, which we weren't. I mean, we would just do,
kiss?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay, you went to first base.
Yes, first base.
Oh,
so it wasn't until years later she actually passed away, and that's when I found out it was a she. And so she was murdered, and I wish she were still alive so I could kind of confront her. Like, why would you lie? She not only lied to me, was with a bunch of women. And so all these women thought it was a guy. So it wasn't just me. It was like
maybe because she wasn't ready to come out the closet.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Did I show you a picture of her? Yeah. Did that look like a guy to you? Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like a guy to me.
Yeah.
It did?
Yeah.
It did.
It looked like a guy.
She.
Yeah.
I
know. It's hard. I call
Let's
it.
call it fucking.
No,
I'm sorry.
No,
okay.
Politically correct.
Okay.
I know.
Don't cancel us. Don't cancel us.
Yeah.
Listen.
You can't say it.
Yeah.
You can't say the person.
Okay.
So
her.
she.
I mean, he.
Yeah.
The person.
Transition.
Yes.
Don't cancel us, goddammit. Listen, I'm new to this game.
I know.
We don't. If you say the word, the wrong word, we get fucking canceled.
Exactly.
I try. You know what? I'm not gonna be honest with you. I try to keep her out so she'll be fishing, so we don't get canceled. And I'm gonna want to go get this canceled before we got started to our third season. Okay, but if we're just gonna don't cancel, please.
We're gonna have some issues.
Yeah, we already have issues already. Goddamn it. But finish.
No, but I think that I don't know if that's what stems these feelings or emotions or whatever, or if it's just social media, what I'm seeing on social media, because I come across a lot of women couples that are married and they have like a wonderful life, like they're in love, they're happy, they're traveling, they're doing all these things, and so what and I had this conversation with my husband actually. Okay. I went to him with this, and I said,
what did he say?
Actually, when I told him about this interaction with this woman, because I had an interaction with a woman at a T-Mobile. This was like a few months ago.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like I kind of wanted to go back and revisit, that. And so, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You want to stop? Or,
no, go.
So, I told him I wanted to go back and revisit that, like go talk to her and go see if what she, the eye thing that she did, was that like coming on to me, or like I wanted to see if I wasn't crazy, like,
Okay, so
you wasn't.
So when I told him about this, I told him about this, and he was like, why are you feeling these feelings? So we went down this whole rabbit hole. We had to talk about our relationship, about, all those things. Yeah. And he actually went to the T-Mobile store and to see her.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So finish.
Okay. So, I discussed, how I was feeling, or what the interaction with this woman. And so he took it upon himself, and he's like, well, I want to go see what she looks like. I don't know what
so he went up there.
He went up there.
What?
Yes, he went up there. He went up there, and he wanted to see what my type would be like.
Okay.
I guess, of a woman.
So he was more like...
he was intrigued with it. Because at first, when a man tells you want to be with a woman, they're like, oh, yeah, can I watch? Can I, they're all interested.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's like, menage a trois.
Yeah, but I told him, I said, if I were to go down that road, it would never be with you. It would never... I would want to experience that by myself.
Well, not you be my husband. I guess.
Yeah. I wouldn't want that.
With your husband.
No, I don't. I wouldn't want that. No.
So you would be separated to try a woman, or was you?
Yeah.
Try
well, no. Well, he didn't. Well, he told me. Okay, so he said, I guess he wouldn't care. Not he wouldn't care, but if I experienced it. Now, if we were to continue on with a relationship, and this person would be like, texting
so he
me.
Wouldn't care if you
experienced
it while
it.
y'all being married. It's
yeah,
not considered cheating
but
to him.
Yeah, but he said that because I guess he understands that maybe I need to get it out of my system. Okay. I don't know if this is a thing that I need to get out of my system.
So you want at least try one time with a woman? That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You want to have a sexual relationship with a woman? That's
I wouldn't. I do. I don't know if that's something that's like buried
into you a long time ago, like Monique.
But, okay. Yeah. Like,
no, Monique. No. Real shit.
She just
came out.
She did
came out and say that she is bisexual.
Yes.
Now we not saying you bisexual. You might be bisexual and you don't know you're bisexual.
Right, and that could very well be. But then when he asked me, he's like, "Could you go down on a woman?"
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that's my question.
And then I think about that part, and I'm like, I don't know. I haven't gotten like, I haven't wrapped my brain around it. Probably not. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so what woman's going to want to go out with me if you're not getting pleased either? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that whole thing, so that whole thing is like.
So you trying to see, that's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to map out right now.
I'm trying to just map out, like, if a woman would even be attracted to me. Because, you know, they have to be, women are very picky. We're very picky.
Okay.
We're very picky creatures.
Yeah.
So I don't know if. But it is weird. Lately, I have had a lot of women come up to me and compliment me about my perfume, about looking good, about the gym, just different things. And I'm like,
so you feel
okay,
like
am I sending out the vibe that, okay, am I attracting these women to, you know.
I mean, because you have different kinds of women now. You have studs, you have lipstick lovers. Now, this is lovers that look just like regular women and they sexy and don't know.
So I do have a type. I would have a type.
Okay.
I definitely have a type. And it would definitely probably be a female that presents more masculine.
So it's stud.
Yes, but not, I wouldn't say like not so much, because there are some studs that just look completely, you know.
What?
Just completely masculine.
Okay.
So I wouldn't, you know, at that point it's like, well, why not just be with a dude?
Man, right.
Why not just be with a man? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But there are women that are presenting masculine, but they still have that like soft side.
Okay.
They can still be soft, but they can be, you know, they can.
So you want the emotional support that your husband haven't gave you in a long time.
Right. Bingo. That's exactly what it is. He's not a very emotional person.
Most guys are not emotional type though.
Yeah, of course. So that's why. But then we have women on the other side that are super emotional.
Right.
So would that relationship be like a
exactly? Would it be too much? Because it's two women.
Right. It's two women.
Emotions.
So like, you know, I told you about. I had a friend that was married for many years, left her husband, you know. Well, her kids got older, so whatever. She got divorced, and she was with a woman for many years.
Right.
And then their relationship didn't work out. So that's another thing. Like, if I do cross that bridge and get into a relationship with somebody, like, do I leave my husband and my kids?
Right.
Am I, you know, do
so
I even go down that road? You know, what is this? I have no idea what this is because I've never felt this way. It wasn't only until, like, I came across that person at T-Mobile and, like, I was like, wow, okay.
So here's my question is, because you're 42, this is recent start your midlife crisis this year or last year?
No, it started this year.
Okay.
Like, these feelings, just like, okay, could I go down that road?
So
like,
you never had these thoughts before?
No.
So this is just like a
it's
boom,
just
boom.
like and I don't know if it's like a fantasy thing.
It could be.
Or if it's
like, a fantasy. Sometimes fantasy turns to reality. You know?
Yes.
And you don't really know if it's going to really work because, you know.
Now,
because I'm a very emotional person, so whoever I have, like, and I've been going down the rabbit hole of looking at, you know, TikToks of, like, women and, you know, what the lesbian community and the stud community, what they want in a partner. And so it's kind of interesting.
So you went down to the real rabbit
hole.
No, I've been researching. I'm telling you.
I never had. I don't want you to tell
you.
But here's a question I have to you. This is a question that it needs to be questioned. Okay. You thinking about this as because you married. You have 2 kids, and you've been thinking about what it would be like to be with a woman. Have you ever thought about telling your kids this?
No.
Well, so this is where this whole issue comes into play, because my oldest daughter, right?
And how
for the longest time, she's 15.
Okay.
She's Elaine's age. And, however, she's always been a tomboy.
Okay.
She's never liked to wear dresses. She's worn pink, but she's never, you know, like really worn like girly clothes, you know?
Right.
But last year she had told my husband that she likes girls.
What? Girl, you give us too.
That's why I say
yes. So it gets deep, right?
Down 47.
Yes, right.
You get all the fucking tea.
Right,
exactly. This is tea for real.
I know,
that's
right?
The twisted part, right?
That's the twisted part.
Okay.
So she so
she came out.
So she came out to my husband. She didn't want to come out to me.
Why you think she didn't want to come out to you?
She didn't think that I would feel comfortable with it. This is the crazy part, is she didn't think that I would feel comfortable with it.
Wow.
And of course she's my daughter, and I'm gonna love her regardless of whoever she loves.
Okay.
So that kind of, it makes it interesting because how am I going to fault her now for, or how am I, okay, I grew up with a really religious background.
Is it Catholic?
Yes.
Okay, so I kind of understand what you're talking about.
So it's shamed in my, it is shamed.
Like Mormons and Catholic.
Yeah, the same-sex thing is not a thing.
Okay, right.
So even my dad has mentioned comments to me about, oh, you don't want your daughter, And I just tell him, Dad, I just want my daughter happy. I don't care what it is.
Right.
Whatever her journey in life is, I just want her to be happy.
Okay.
So if it's with a woman, it's with a woman.
Okay.
But I think about that if I were to meet someone. Yeah. And we do fall in love and we do have this love affair, whatever, and I would have to divorce my husband. How am I going to, how does that even work with my kids?
So when you say divorce, because my grandma, she been married 57 years, and she always told me this thing.
Okay.
She says 3 years is it's really the honeymoon, 7 years is testing, and 10 years is like you're getting bored again. Yeah. And then when you get to 15, it's like you're trying to find yourself again because all the kids are almost damn near grown. Mm-hmm. And then older enough, then once y'all find each other, then y'all get back to dating each other and y'all loving each other more, and then when you get older, y'all just get tired of stuff again. So
it's like a full circle. So when I did mention this to him, and he went to go see the girl, and he came outside of the T-Mobile, and he was like, you two would never go together. And I was like, what do you mean we'd never go together? You don't even know what type of woman she likes, first of all. And she gave me the eye. So you don't even know what kind of woman, So, yeah, it's just interesting that he would say that.
But, so his question is, I would say he know your type because he knows your body. You know how you like your
But that don't mean he know your type.
Right.
Because
you've been married 18 years.
But you don't know your type.
What's funny is,
how would he know your type?
If you married for 10, 15 years and then 18 years together.
But what if he is not originally your type?
Yeah, my husband is not original. My husband is not originally my type.
What the fuck? Wait a minute. So how the fuck you get married to a person who's not your type?
Right.
No, that can be your type when it comes to morals, values,
family. We became so when I met my husband, we became friends first. We weren't automatic. I wasn't like, oh damn, he's fine. You know what I mean?
Right.
I wasn't like, oh, I gotta be with him. It wasn't until we became friends. And then I saw what type of a man he was. I'm like, okay, he's a good man. I'm gonna stick with this dude. And then I started having feelings, and then I was like, okay, then we were hooked, Right.
But a mother love. God damn it, mother love. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I realized. That's why I realized I am a mother. When my kids want me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest with you, because sometimes I can't believe I'm a mom.
Yeah,
I am gonna be honest with you.
Well, it took me about a couple of years.
Yeah. It does. Well, you never really. Actually, I'm how many years in? 15 years in, and I still feel like I can learn some things. How do you navigate with my older daughter? How do I navigate that? How do I navigate those waters? I don't know.
It's hard,
and not everyone's kid is like that. So all my friends, all their kids are quote unquote normal, and here I'm like, okay, well my kid dresses like a boy.
So what? Who says normal has to be normal?
Right.
Because each kid has their own normalcy. Right. Some kids can, I hate the word that people say that person normal kid. They probably kids got problems too, but they paint a good picture.
Yes.
And then when you still,
my kid.
But they bad as fuck and they steal shit. So we don't know. Tommy beat her ass all the time.
Yeah. Right.
But anyway. Again, kudos to them.
Yes.
I mean,
and that's what I say. Just as long as the kids are good people and they're good to other people and they just love and that's all I care about.
I mean, this episode has been juicy enough. I mean, I'm telling you.
She don't even know what to ask.
I don't. But I've been asking good questions though, right?
Yes, you have.
I've been asking good questions. Okay, I don't give it.
Let me get to the.
I get it. First of all, before you go down to that rabbit hole, okay? don't get us get canceled.
I'm not. Well, okay. You better stay here so you can
stop you.
Change it.
Okay.
Do it.
Redirect it.
Yeah. Redirect it. Okay, come on. Because we
not in. Right.
Okay.
So, we said that you're in a midlife crisis.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You want something different. You've been married for over 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Right.
And what you going through, it could just be that y'all not being spontaneous enough, right?
Right.
You're not doing different things. It's getting kind of boring, getting kind of weak or whatever. So now you're thinking about changing to different teams.
Right.
Right. So you even thought about this.
Yeah.
Far enough to where you spoke it and said it to your husband.
Yes.
Right? To get his opinion about this whole situation.
Because when I first had these feelings, I was like, do I need to see a therapist? Is this normal?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, is this normal? Like, I have this great husband who's loyal to me, who does everything. I mean, who loves me. He takes care of his kids. He takes care of his family. There's like no complaints. There should not be any complaints.
There shouldn't be.
But why am I having this feeling?
Did you cry about this?
Yes. I cried about it. He actually, when I told him about it, I didn't realize how it would affect him. He didn't cry about it, but I could tell there was a difference in him.
Okay,
there was a complete.
Like, you kind of hurt his feelings a little.
Yes, I hurt his feelings. I did.
But see, as a man, they want to fix everything.
Yes. So he was like, I mean, after that, it was a whole 360.
Right.
We were like having sex like every other minute.
And
it was
did you loved it or did you?
Yeah, he went down to everything like we went back to like when we first started dating. And I was like, who's this man? Right. I was like, okay, where were you like months ago?
So this is like a light bulb that hit him when you told him about the woman.
I was like, once I told him about this woman thing, he was like Johnny on the
spot.
Johnny on the spot. Yes, he was Johnny on the spot. He just I don't know.
Now that y'all change your sex, well, that's what the original question I was asking. Did you change your sex life after you found it was boring? And now that he told you this, you like the women, he went down on the spot like, I got to get down in town with this motherfucker.
Yes, I got to like really up my
game. Did it change the way you thought? Like, well, maybe did you still think about being with women after that? After he
I think about not as much as I used to because, now we are deep into, reconnecting.
Okay, so we find your marriage.
Yes. So now he's like.
So you're not thinking about it as much.
But you still think about it.
It's still in the back of my head.
Okay.
Like if somebody were to come around and pique my interest, or, what have you, or we vibe or whatever they say.
You will still be willing to do something.
I don't know.
Talk.
Yeah, talk. We could talk.
It's still be a conversation. It's still back conversation.
But again, they have to be my type. Like, it's a whole thing. So where am I going to find that person that's my type that would... It just...
Gay clubs?
I tried it. So
wait. He went to the gay club.
So yes.
You're right. I was shocked because I didn't...
You didn't expect... Yeah, right?
No.
Okay, so when this whole... when I had that interaction with that person at T-Mobile, I had went to my niece about it because my niece is like, in the age of, experiencing, and she's young. So I asked her about it. I said, have you ever been with a woman? And she said, she blew my hair back and she's like, yeah. And it's not everything that you think it's going to be all this big love affair. And she's like, I know now that I'm strictly men. So she said, yes, that's the way she put it. She said she would never be with a woman ever again.
Right.
So,
but she didn't tell you why.
She just said it's not. She said it wasn't for her.
Okay.
She said, and she told me that too. She goes, it probably won't be for you neither. You have this big, dream, and it's probably social media because I see these women in these relationships that are like. They're traveling. They're cooking for each other. They're cleaning the house. I mean, they're doing everything for their partner, and I'm like, well, I want that. And maybe that's what I saw.
Yeah.
That intrigued me.
Right.
So, when I went to my niece, she was like,
"You still did my video." No, talking. Okay.
Yeah, let's keep mine for you, honey.
Yep.
Let's keep mine for you.
She's got to be the star. She's a superstar.
She's one of our co-hosts.
Yep. There you go. So we might just have to do that.
All right, we have no choice at this point. At this point, she's 10 months, guys, and
yep.
It's not our fault. It's not my fault. She wants to be with her mommy all the time.
Yeah.
And I have regret breastfeeding her ass.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, you did what you had to do. But so anyways, I had, asked my niece, and she said, well, I asked her, where do you think I could meet women, like more women, and to see if this is a thing, to see if I can have an interaction with a woman.
Okay.
So she was like, well, the only place I can think of is these gay clubs.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, but, I was like, we're just going to show up there, are we, So we got ready. We went out. We actually got dressed.
Put makeup and everything.
Put makeup on. Got ready. I went downtown. First, we went to, what was it called? Piranha.
Okay.
So Piranha is a gay club, and
I don't know nothing about the gay club.
Yeah. Well, back in the day when I was young, I did visit a gay club, but I was with a lot of gay men.
Okay.
So that was fun. They played good music.
Club.
Yeah.
Those were gay men because my uncle was playing prank on me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you about the prank so it make you laugh a little bit.
Right.
So he was like, you need to come to me to this drag club. Drag
show, yeah.
Right, but it's in a gay club. It wasn't a gay club, but he didn't say it was a gay club.
Oh, sorry.
So I goes in there and I'm like, I get dressed and I bring one of my friends, right? And I'm telling you, some fine men in there. I'm like,
oh yeah. Oh, there is.
I saw a couple girls there, here and there. Oh, so he fine. And my uncle, he just bust. I said, and this guy, he was like the sexiest thing ever. The glass talk of water, right? And he was like, the milk was beautiful. I'm like, the skin was beautiful. He dressed, he smells good. I'm like, oh, he is sexy. Yeah. And my uncle, he's cracking up. Now he's cracking up. Now I'm like, he is sexy. I'm gonna holler at him. Yeah. And my uncle's finally tell me, you know where you at? I'm like, no, I'm in the club. Like, alcohol, everything, it's a drag show. And my auntie and uncle, and I'm not even now. Remember, I'm just 22. So I'm fresh. I'm a fresh booty.
Yes.
In the clubs.
Yep.
And he goes and tells me he's gay. I say, you're lying. He's too damn fine to be this damn gay. So that's my uncle laughing at me. So my uncle's playing prank on me.
Yep.
At a gay club, so I didn't know I was at the gay club. So I'm just gonna put that out there. Yep. Because he was fine as fuck, and it was female.
How did you get to the gay club? I'm sorry.
How did I get to the gay club? So back in, so my uncle had invited me to. I'm gonna explain to again, ladies and gentlemen. So my uncle, he invited me to this drag queen show. Right? He didn't tell what kind of club it was. He just told me it was a club. Now I'm fresh. I'm a fresh booty. I'm 22, so I didn't know anything about the gay club. I'm still naive. I know it's gays around here, but I was still naive about the gay clubs. Okay. So I saw this fine. I mean, he was fine. Yeah. Glass of water, chocolate water, like chocolate milk. He was fine. And he was sexy. And I want to talk to him. My uncle was laughing at him. I'm like, I'm talking to him. And he's like, you know, I'm like, I'm in the club. I saw a lot of women. It was women in the club. So I'm like, this is a regular club. Until he tells me that this man is gay. And this is a gay club. And that's how I found out this was a gay club. So he started laughing because it was a prank. He didn't want to tell me it was a gay club. He just wanted me to come and see the show. Right. When he said tell me this was a gay club, I was still going to see the show. It's just that you did a prank on me, and I still got to get his ass back. But anyway, finished with the...
Yeah, so when I went, same thing. I went to... Okay, so I had... approached my niece about it, and I said, how am I gonna, because she wanted to go see the girl too, at the T-Mobile, and I was like, well, it's closed.
Is this girl? Is she fine? What the fuck?
No, she wanted to go see my type. So I showed her on the internet, I showed her a couple girls that I follow on TikTok, or a couple accounts that I follow, and I said, this would be my type, and she's like, okay. So, like, masculine presenting women, studs, whatever, what have you. Anyways, so she goes, well, let's go out. And I said, well, you're going to go to the gay club with me? And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So she's hip. She'll go. So we go into Piranha, and it's nothing but a lot of gay men. I hardly saw any women in there. And I was like, okay, this is not... They played good music, and we danced a little bit, but... It's just a bunch of gay men. Yeah. So then across the street is another club called Gypsy, and there wasn't anybody in there either. And then so I was like, what is this? I was like, where would women go to meet women? And that's another thing. Where would I even start? Like, even if I wanted to go down that road, where would I even start to look for women that are actually in the same boat as me, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
have you ever thought about have you ever start your own Facebook page? Because
well, that's the thing. I don't want to go down because here's the thing. I don't want them, because I talked to another friend about this issue, and she said, you know, you got to be careful because there's crazy people out there, and they might become obsessed with you, then they might, you know, get stalkish. You know, you never know how people are.
Right.
And you don't want to bring that into your world, you know, into your family. So that's another thing. I did, not gonna lie, I did at the very beginning of this whole process, made a profile on a Women for Women site. It was a dating site. And I did get a message, but it wasn't anybody from, you know, Vegas or anything. And it wasn't anybody that I would even remotely go down that road with.
Okay.
Woo!
So I know, right?
Girl,
I know, right?
It's getting hot. Wait a minute, it's getting a lot of hot in here, and I'm getting hot just telling you, honey, this is some tea for you. I thought we were talking about Big Red Christmas. We went from this to the other. Okay.
Yes.
But
yes.
I understand what she's saying. I mean, she's trying to explain why she's
showing is something that is just not all of a sudden, right?
Yes.
It's something that's all of a sudden that happened. But it's not like a fantasy type of deal because you went through many different
avenues
to get what you need to get.
You sat there and you told your husband about it, how you feel, which I probably wouldn't have done.
Well, but here's
no.
Really,
y'all married, y'all supposed to become one. Like,
yes, he's my he's my best friend. He's my best friend.
If it's something that if I'm not particularly sure about. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, and you're right. I probably
what it is, and now I'm sitting here talking to my husband about it. No, not.
I mean, that's why they say your husband is your best friend.
Yeah.
Your only one, the one tell you all your secrets.
Yes, like my husband is that for me.
Okay.
He is that for me.
Okay.
And
some people talk about their husband about everything though.
Yeah. I mean, but that's how we are.
For certain, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't think I would have done that if it's something that I'm not too sure about, right?
Right,
so I'm thinking because you told him, you're a little more sure about it than not, right? It's kind of like...
She's 75 to 25.
Really, right.
Yes.
Like, you're 75 in.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well, it's 25 out, but let me talk to you about it because I'm on the other. Because it
may happen because I actually wanted to explore that avenue with that girl.
Right.
So I was like, I better tell him because is this normal? I was like, this isn't normal. And I thought, why I went to him and this whole thing is because I thought something was wrong with me.
I'm like, something's wrong with me. It was basically, it sounded like he was asking permission. Can I try this woman out and see if I like it? If I do,
right.
Then
But you're all.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't even know.
In, like 80%, 70% in.
Oh, okay.
But I don't even know if that's. You know what I mean? I was like, is something wrong with me? Do I need to seek therapy? Okay. Is this something that's internally, like, remember how I told you about, you know, my past when I was young and I was with a woman? I was like, does this all stem from this interaction?
The taste.
So, yeah. Like, you know, now that I know that was a woman, like, you know, oh, okay, am I that way? Am I bisexual?
Right, and I wouldn't know. Right.
So,
we never know. You know. Like, you know.
How would you know, though?
Because if your wolf is pounding and howling for a woman, you know.
But I've never experienced it like sexually.
No, what I'm saying,
you know, you really know?
Because some women, when they see a man, they get so like hot, they get like horny.
Right.
So I'm saying,
but I do that too. Like I can see a hot. Like I was at the gym, I was like, wow, like that guy's very good looking.
I'm talking about the girl though. You know, the girl can be hot, like horny. You see a girl, like some girls can really see a girl and get really horny.
No, see, and I don't see. That's how I know that I'm like a little like questionable because I don't do that. It's only it has to be the right. Like I have an interaction with them. It has to be my type. Okay, so I have a certain type, and because that interaction I had with that girl at the T-Mobile, I had another interaction with a woman at hospital. Like this was like a year ago. And it wasn't, and she gave me that same freaking look. but she was very, very attractive, and had she had like got my number or whatever, I definitely would have. I'm not gonna lie, I would have explored that avenue with her because she was my type. She was like gorgeous.
Right.
And
so if it would have went to, so say if she would have asked you out, right?
Yeah.
And y'all say, okay, whatever, y'all go on a date.
Yeah.
Y'all talk, do whatever the case may be, whatever it is on the date. Do you think that you would have went like into sexual activity?
Probably with her, yeah. Yeah, she was very attractive.
Okay.
So
okay.
But I don't know if like I could reciprocate. I could probably, receive.
Right. But you don't know until you in it.
But I don't. Yes, that's the thing.
It's like checkers and chess. You don't know what move gonna play.
Right. And so like my niece tells me, oh, you're not gonna. You have this big fantasy in your head, and it's not what she's like. It's not even remotely what you think it's gonna be like.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. So when she tells me that, I'm like, why would I have an experience like that when, I don't.
It's just a lot of questions. We could go on and on and on.
Right, we can.
We go on and on. So we're not gonna do this on and on.
We didn't even get into what I really want to get into. Go ahead.
This is why I say this. This is gonna be a part 2, girl. People.
That's part 1.
This is a part 1. This is a part 1.
The midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis of a woman. Right. In her 40s. Yes. We are gonna have part 2 because I know Mercedes. I know Sadie's got some shit in her mind. So let y'all pause. Get y'all tea together. The second half.
Yes.
Pass the tea. Of wine. Tea is over because it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and it's 5 o'clock already. And again. Get your wine now.
Yep.
Right. Again, we are listening to Smoking Right, Says You Pee.
Yes,
her husband. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Goddamn every social media if you can. Spotify, everything, guys. We love you. Please subscribe and like. Bye.